right, everybody. We are live here on the When Tunes Combined YouTube channel. Also in the Everything Unscripted podcast Facebook group, which is where I think a lot of people actually do listen or technically watch.
Yep.
Or technically it would be watch, right?
Yeah, it's in everything unscripted on the unscripted page.
Yeah, so and I know we have quite a few people that have liked the page. So if you're watching on that, thank you very much. Hopefully what Eric just said is not the only thing he contributes to the show tonight. But we'll see. Anyway, welcome to When Tunes Combine. I am your host, Dutchie, aka Doug, aka the cartoon kinda expert. Joining me, of course, is my usually trusted, but lost a little bit of that. So we'll see if he can regain it back. Co-host Money E, aka Eric, aka Thorn in my side, pain in my butt. Eric, how you doing?
I'm pretty good. How about you, Dutch?
Not too bad. Not too bad. So we're back to doing crossovers after Eric's sick day last week, where I had to do a top 20 Disney cartoons countdown.
And you did a very good job.
Why, thank you. And so, but this week
who number one was, but maybe not.
Yeah, number one was Gargoyles, I think, right?
Yeah.
I'm not surprised because that's always kind of had a cult following. Did you ever see the meme that came out when Disney Plus was first released?
No.
All right, so there was this meme of it was the meme of like when Vince McMahon was interviewing secretaries and Stacy Keibler came out and did the dance for him.
Mm-hmm.
And it was Disney Plus is out, right? And it's got the kind of smile on his face. Vince's got the smile on his face. Then it says every Disney animated movie available on Disney Plus. And Vince got an even bigger smile on his face. And then it says Gargoyles is available on Disney Plus, and it's Vince's eyes rolling in the back of his head.
Is it still out there?
I don't know if it still is or not. I just remember it because I'm just like, because when we did that cartoon countdown, we got ourselves a like. Mommy.
I'm guessing it's your mom.
Huh?
I'm guessing it's your mom.
Yeah. So she but yeah, so like when that came out, like because I think or no, Disney Plus had been out since 2019. So
yeah, right before the pandemic.
Yeah. Which was actually a good time for it to come out because then everybody could watch it during the pandemic.
Yep. It was I think that's when it got a lot of subs.
Well, I think when Disney Plus first came out, anybody that had Verizon, I think, was given it free for a year.
Okay. And wasn't it packaged with Hulu and ESPN Plus, right?
Not right away, I don't think. Now it is.
Yeah.
And now even if you don't have the bundle, you still get everything.
Oh wow. Okay.
I think I know I do. All the Hulu and ESPN stuff show up on mine.
I think I'm use my brother's Hulu. I forget, but
what a shock! You sponge off somebody. I
do pay for Peacock.
Yeah. But well, that's good. It's good we can get $7 a month out of you.
In Paramount.
Well, that's good too. So we get at least $20 a month out of you. So anyway, all right. So welcome to When Tunes Combine. Of course, if you've never listened to or watched the show before, basically what we're doing is I take Well, tonight is going to be 2 cartoons, kind of
The
right.
real Ghostbusters.
Huh?
No, I was gonna say what the
I was going to
cartoons were.
say, let me finish describing how the show works first.
Oh, okay.
I get that you're finally trying to contribute stuff, but at least wait till I'm done talking. That's why we're on video, so you could see when my lips are done moving.
My bad.
But so we take 2 cartoons. I write a little bit. I write a crossover / collaboration, whatever you want to call it, for that that particular thing, or for those 2 particular cartoons. I have a script written. I read it out. Eric tells me if he likes it or not, or yeah, and all that. If you join us in the chat room, you can let us know if you like it or not too. And but yeah, so that's how that works. Now go ahead, Eric.
Yeah, it's the real Ghostbusters and Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Yeah. I was just gonna say, if you have trouble saying it, just say it on, just read off the top of the screen here.
Oh yeah.
You should know it's there, Eric. You put it there.
Oh yeah, that's right. Duh.
Yeah. All right. So, but that's tonight's crossover. Of course, we're also I'm also working on my Toon City universe. We did volume 1 2 weeks ago. Volume 2 will be next week. We got
So we are doing the show next Saturday, right?
I mean, I'm planning on it. Unless I get told, hey, we're doing something else, cancel the show. Because Daniel does have a friend coming into town, but as far as I know, I'm still doing the show.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
If it changes, I'll let you know.
If we need to do early, I think I could, because I think I'm only working till 2.
Okay. Yeah, we'll figure it out as we get there. But yes, the plan is right now for me to do a show, or for me to do When Toons Combine. We're not going to do the wrestling show.
Yep. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. No, I appreciate that. You're slowly working your way back into my good graces. Stephen A. Smith, however, has a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
But you're doing fine, Skip Bayless. But all right, so tonight's crossover is Real Ghostbusters and Courage the Cowardly Dog. Like I said, next week is going to be volume 2 of the Toon City universe. That one is going to be called The Mad Scientists. And I'll tell you off air, Eric, that some of our all of them are former to me. But a couple former coworkers of yours and a current are in this are in the feature next week, and you're in it too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So all right. So here we are with the real Ghostbusters and Courage the Cowardly Dog. All right.
Is your son in it?
No, not him. He'll probably make an appearance in one down the line.
Okay.
All right. Eustace and Muriel Begg are sitting at home in the middle of nowhere, which is actually the name of the town that they live in. The middle of nowhere, Kansas. Or they live in nowhere, Kansas. In the middle of nowhere with their dog Courage. They start hearing noises. They start hearing noises outside, and Courage starts freaking out. What? Courage yelled. Stupid dog! What are you trying to say? Eustace yelled back. I think he's trying to tell us about the noises outside, Eustace, Muriel said. I can hear the noises outside, Muriel, Eustace yelled. I doubt that, Eustace, Muriel stated. Anyway, what do you suppose we do? Eustace or Eustace said. All right. Just then, Courage gets on the phone and makes a call. Uh, hello, you've reached the Ghostbusters. This is Janine. How can I help you? Said Secretary Janine Malintz. Courage yelled. Just a minute, please, Janine said. Slimer, Janine yelled. You'll be able to understand this. Abba gabba, something. Abba gabba, sure thing, Janine, Slimer said. Hello? Slimer said back. Ugh. Bah, 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 woof, ga, ga, Courage yelled. Ooga, googa. No need to yell, Slimer answered. Sorry, Courage said. Bah, be. Understood, Slimer said. I'll send a team out right away. Should be there in 2 days. Thank you, Courage said. Slimer then gathers the Ghostbusters, Peter Venkman, Winston Zettermore, Egon Spengler, and Ray Stantz around and lets them know they have a job. Uva Flava, there's an elderly couple and their dog who are experiencing loud noises outside their home. Slimer said. They're in the middle of nowhere, Kansas. Hey, a full screen.
Yeah. I didn't like the blue. I didn't like the background. I thought this was better.
It actually is. Do you have the address, Slimer? Ray asked. Abba gabba, right here, Slimer answered. All right, gang, Ray said. Let's gear up and head out. Be careful out there, boys, Janine said. Don't worry about us, Janine, Winston said. We'll be fine, said Egon. Meanwhile, in the middle of nowhere, more ghosts are showing up outside of Eustace and Muriel's house. Hey, bah, Courage yelled. Stupid dog, Eustace yelled back. We know there's ghosts outside. We can't do anything until the Ghostbusters get here. Oh, Eustace, Muriel said. Don't get mad at Courage. Muriel, he's useless, Eustace stated. Eustace? He called the Ghostbusters for us, Muriel said.
I want to sing the song, but I don't want. Huh? I want to sing the Ghostbusters song.
If you get another one of our videos stricken down, I'll beat the crap out of you. Because I don't even think like you're allowed to. I don't even think like you're allowed to sing it.
Yeah, probably not. It wasn't really a strike yet. Actually, it was just a I forget what it's called, but it wasn't really a strike.
Yeah, because I think like even if you sing it, that's why like people aren't allowed to sing like songs from the radio on TV nowadays. It's because like the production companies get charged for every copyrighted song that they sing.
Yeah.
All right. Well, still, if he were a good watchdog, we wouldn't have ghosts all the time, Eustace said. It's okay, Courage, Muriel said. Eustace is just being grumpy. Ay, boo, Courage yelled. Meanwhile, the Ghostbusters are on their way to nowhere when they get a flat tire.
Yikes.
Somebody get the jack out of the trunk, Ray said. I'll get it, Slimer said. When Slimer goes to get the jack, a ghost appears out of nowhere and frightens him. Go away. The ghost said. Ah, okay. Slimer responded. Slimer then returns to the car and warns the Ghostbusters about the ghost. What? Ghost! Slimer said. Here we are. You green blob, Peter yelled. We deal with ghosts all the time. We got this. Peter, Winston said, yelling at him doesn't help. Egon goes to check out the ghost when he is knocked down from behind. You don't belong here, the ghost stated. Neither do you, Egon said. You need to leave, the ghost shouted. The rest of the Ghostbusters go to check on Egon. They see the ghost and go to grab their proton packs, but the ghost cuts them off. Go away, the ghost yelled. Technically, we can't because we have a flat tire, Peter said. I am the ghost of Flash Page. Stay away from the bags. They're mine, the ghost said. They called us, Peter stated. So when you're getting paid to do something, you can't necessarily go away unless you've already cashed a check, and then you can just not show up and it'll be all right. All right, Peter, Ray said, we need to find out why he's after the bags. Slimer distracts Paige long enough to let Winston grab his proton pack. Winston aims the pack at Paige, but he gets away. This isn't over, Paige yells. We'll see you at the bags then, Winston said. We need to get the tire fixed first, said Ray. Abba gabba dabba. Here's the jack, Ray, Slimer said. Thanks, Slimer, Ray said. Edda bidda, welcome, Slimer said. Ray fixes the tire, and the Ghostbusters head to Muriel and Eustace's house. Meanwhile, back at the house, Paige's other ghost friends are tormenting Muriel, Eustace, and Courage. These stupid ghosts need to go away, Eustace yelled. FIFA. Courage yelled. Stupid dog, shut up, Eustace yelled back. Just then, 3 ghosts appeared and scared Courage. Courage yelled. Courage, it's okay, Muriel said calmingly. Muriel, this is his fault, Eustace yelled. Eustace, you can't blame him for everything, Muriel said. Before Eustace could rebuttal, the 3 ghosts grabbed him and dragged him outside. Help! Help! Eustace yelled. The ghosts are about to possess Eustace when the Ghostbusters show up. Hold it right there, you ugly ghost, Peter said. About time you showed up, Eustace yelled.
Very interesting.
Why, thank you. All right. Sorry, we had a flat tire, Egon stated. Okay, Ghostbusters, let's take care of business, Egon said again. Let's do this, Ray said. The Ghostbusters zap all 3 ghosts and they store them away. Well, that's 3 problems gone, Peter said. Yeah, but there's still more, Eustace stated. You're not a very positive person, are you? Peter asked. Ugh. I really should buy like one of those like music stand type things. You know how like composers and stuff and like members of like an orchestra or a band, like a school band, have one of those music stands up where you can put up your sheet music.
Yeah, and you can put your notebook there and just read it and just flip it that way.
That would be like super helpful.
How they can find one on Amazon.
Yeah, well, I mean, those things, I don't even know if they actually sell those things or not, because like with those, they don't fold up or anything. Like they're just basically just like stands that you just have to like keep at the side of the house. And if you knock one
Okay.
over, they make a shit ton of noise. I used to knock them over all the time when I was a school janitor. All right. You guys need to get in here and do what we've hired you to do, Eustace yelled. Calm down, sir, Egon suggested. I'll calm down when these ghosts go away, Eustace said. Fair enough, Ray said. Okay, gang, let's check this out. Yeah, let's finish this, Peter said. All right. The Ghostbusters and Eustace head into the house. Muriel meets them at the door. Can I get you boys something to eat? Muriel asked. Muriel, they need to get to work, Eustace yelled. No need to be rude, Eustace, Muriel stated. Abba gabba, va va va. Or abba gabba, va va va. Courage said. Wee woo have a clam up, Slimer said. Slimer then slimes Eustace. Muriel brings the Ghostbusters some cookies and Slimer eats all of them.
Of course he does.
Yeah. I love that Green Goblin. There is a reason why he was
Slimer's my favorite.
Yeah. There was a reason why he was the hero in the in volume 1 of the or in the first movie.
Exactly.
Who
doesn't like Slimer?
Yeah. I'm guessing Eustace doesn't now after getting slimed. Oh my, Muriel said. I'll get more cookies. So, Ray asked, why do you think the ghost of Flash Page is tormenting you guys? Yeah. Ooh, Courage yelled. Translation? Peter asked. Oova, woova, Slimer said. He said Paige is former boyfriend of Muriel. You gotta be. My sister just tried to call while I was on air. So he's haunting you guys because he doesn't want to move on, Winston asked. He's a bum, Eustace said. Muriel and I have been happy for 50 years. He had his chance years ago, and he blew it. I don't know why he's picking now to come back. Flash was a nice man, Muriel said. I don't know why he would haunt us. Maybe it's something to do with the old crab you married, Peter suggested. Very funny, pal, Eustace said. Muriel and I are fine. Just then, Flash showed up with a few other ghost friends. Ka, your Courage yelled. Muriel, Flash said. I miss you. Come back to me. Oh, Flash, Muriel said. You're a ghost. I'm a human. It won't work. I can fix that, Flash said. Flash and his ghost go to grab Muriel, but Courage grabs onto them. Flash swats Courage away. The Ghostbusters grab their blasters and blast the other ghost. You can't get rid of me that easy, Paige shouted. That's what you think, Peter said. Paige tries to grab Muriel again. Slimer slimes, and Courage slimes him, and Courage attacks him. The Ghostbusters then blast and trap him. Take that, you creepy ghost, Eustace yelled. We don't need a cheerleader, Winston stated. Thank you, Slimer, Courage said. Always happy to help, Slimer said. Okay, so looks like our work here is done, Ray said. You boys did good work, Eustace said. We appreciate the help from you boys, Muriel said. Happy to help, ma'am, Egon said. Okay, gang, let's head back home, said Ray. Sounds good to me, Peter said. The end. Oh. This would probably be best served as probably like a half hour episode of either show.
Yeah, it was good.
Thank you.
I give it an 8 out of 10. Now I have a question for you.
Sure.
I have a pop quiz for you.
Okay.
Do you? I know you're a big Ghostbusters fan.
Okay.
So do you know who played Peter
In the
who
movie?
voiced him?
Oh, who voiced him in the show?
Yeah,
Lorenzo Music.
yeah, for season 1 and 2, and then it was Dave.
Dave Coulier, right?
Yep, I can't find who voiced Slimer.
Oh, yeah.
Were you a fan of the, um the Cowardly Dog?
I was, yeah.
Who was your favorite character in that?
In the show,
Yeah,
probably Eustace because he was miserable.
and Slimer's your favorite Ghostbuster? I mean, he's not a Ghostbuster, but
He's my favorite character
like
on Ghostbusters. It's either him or
Peter.
yeah, either him or Peter, just because Peter kind of shares the same Peter's got the same kind of attitude that I do.
And did you know I looked it up earlier. I was reading. Did you know that there was a crossover between Cowardly Dog and Scooby Doo?
Yeah, but I haven't seen the movie yet.
Yeah, I read that earlier.
I saw like a clip of it. But I haven't seen like the whole movie.
I think it's on DVD or whatever. Or
yeah, I know it came out. I know it came out in 2021.
I thought that was interesting. That I read that the Scooby Doo, and it made sense because they're two dogs. So, have you ever thought about doing a crossover yourself for that?
For Scooby and Courage?
Yeah.
No, because they already did it.
Oh.
But I mean, I'm sure it was good. I mean, Scooby and Courage, because Courage was one of those shows to where like it started out as just like a short for their cartoon show that Cartoon Network had, and it got such a good response that they decided to turn it into a
cartoon.
Yeah, into a series.
And that's what, 4 seasons? 3 or 4?
I think it went longer than that.
Let me see.
Yeah, about 4. So 52 episodes.
Yep. And voices were, I don't recognize the voices, names, but
yeah.
And that came out 99 to 2002.
Yeah. I kind of remember that because I remember seeing the short, because I used to watch that cartoon show all the time, and that's actually where a lot of their stuff, because they would do like short little segments for like Dexter's Laboratory and all that too. And I remember seeing that, and I remember thinking, oh, that's kind of cool. And then, like a few months later, all of a sudden, it's its own show.
Now, at some point, are you gonna use some of the cartoons that you used already for different ones? Like, for example, maybe Ghostbusters and Ninja Turtles or something?
That is a plan for some of them because I do have some written out. Uh, to
You haven't used the you haven't used the cartoon reused it yet.
nah, I mean I put characters in like the movie.
Yeah.
Like I used Scooby Doo for volume one of the movie universe.
Yeah, I think Ninja Turtles and Real Ghostbusters would be interesting.
I think that was a comic book.
Oh, really?
I
Wow.
think.
Isn't that two of your favorites?
Two of my favorite cartoons, yeah. I could have sworn that was a comic book.
I'm trying to think of another one you could do. There's so many.
Oh,
Rugrats and Doug.
I mean, it probably could work. I mean, I got so many that I've already got like on the docket that I have to get to before I start thinking of more.
Yeah.
Because now that like I write one, then I focus on the movie, then I focus on writing a movie script, then I write another, then I focus on writing another movie script.
We'll probably get to at least 20 to 25 before the end of the year.
I mean,
Unless we have
this
some
was
where,
episode 16.
and 15 of just that went to the mind.
Yeah. So
Unless we have some gaps where we don't do shows. I mean, the holidays are coming up, so we might.
yeah, it's going to depend on everybody's schedule. And if you're not able to do a show, it's going to depend on whether or not I can get Daniel to do it.
Yeah. I'm trying to think who else you could get on. Anybody else you can think of that would do it?
I don't think anybody else would actually come on the show. I know they probably show up in the chat room.
Yeah, I'm surprised Karen didn't show up tonight. I mean, obviously Liz can't tonight, but she's
working. And I know this was an episode Liz was looking forward to.
Yeah, I'll definitely send it to her or remind her.
Yeah. So
shout out to Liz.
Yeah. Definitely shout out to Liz. She's our number one groupie. Yep. So, all right. So that was When Tunes Combine. This was episode number 6. Well, technically 17, because last week kind of does count as When Tunes Combine, even though that's not what it was. Next week will be volume 2, The Mad Scientists of the Toon City movie universe. And make sure to see if I can.
Oh yeah, I do think this would work. If I didn't mention that,
I was gonna say, like, what would you give it?
I give it an 8, and I would watch it. I think you could make it out as a even half a season.
Yeah,
maybe like 12 episodes. I don't know how long seasons are in cartoons, but
yeah,
is it usually 24?
I mean, usually I think they usually cut off after like 10.
I could see it working for about 5 to 10 episodes.
Yeah.
In mini series.
Yeah. So, all right. So that was When Tunes Combine. The Real Ghostbusters Encourage the Cowardly Dog. I really enjoyed doing this one, mainly because I like both shows.
I enjoyed it.
Thank you. You say you give it an 8?
Yep.
So, all right. Next week is volume 2 of the Toon City movie universe. It's going to be The Mad Scientists.
The Mad Scientists. Just give me the characters again, and
I will
put together.
Yeah. And then make sure to subscribe, like, comment, and hit the bell for the When
Oh,
Coons
somebody.
Combine.
Who's
Huh?
that?
What?
No, there's somebody in the comments.
Shawnee Boy just said he
Oh, Sean,
subscribed.
yeah.
Thanks, Sean.
Hi,
We
Sean.
appreciate it, buddy. So then make sure you also check out the Stabcast tomorrow with Dangle and Mindy, the Bro Down whenever it comes out this week with Dangle and Bobby. There will be no Wrestling Through the Years podcast next week. And but make sure you subscribe to all those YouTube channels. Also, make sure you subscribe to the Unscripted Sports Show with Eric and his brother, and sometimes Clenneth.
Yep. Probably Wednesday for college and Thursday for NFL.
All right, very good. And we'll see everybody next week for Volume 2 of the Universe in the Mad Scientists. That's plural. So, all right, we'll see everybody next week.
Enjoy
Eric,
football tomorrow.
Huh?
Enjoy
what?
football tomorrow. Go Bills.
Yeah, you too. If you're able to watch any, are you? Will you take care of the shorts, please?
Yeah, I'll do it now so I won't forget.
All right. All right. Thank you very much. All right. We'll see everybody next week.